Good evening, Jones Middle School's parents and students. This is Mr. Pruitt with updates for the third 9 weeks. Parents, it is very important that if you have a confirmed positive case, please notify the school. Please don't send your child to school if it's a confirmed positive case. Remember, when you guys receive the letters, that's us notifying the community that we have or we have or had a case within the building. But we do that just so everyone's on the same page. If you do have a positive confirmed case, the student is to remain at home and quarantine at least 10 days since the symptoms first appeared, and at least 24 hours with no fever, without fever reducing medication, and the symptoms have improved. It's very important that we try to keep everyone safe. So once again, parents, please do everyone a favor and contact the school and let us know. We're not trying to have anything spread within the school. Uh, Continuing on with COVID, if your student is showing symptoms, once again, parents, keep your child at home. It's very important they stay at home. We're not trying to spread anything throughout the building. Your child will tell you, Mom, Dad, at school, they say if I'm sick, to let you guys know and you're to call the school. Notify the school because your child can work remotely from home. If your child is showing symptoms while at school, the student will be removed from the classroom and a phone call will be made to pick up the student. And once that phone call is made, at least 10 days since the child stays home, at least 10 days since the symptoms first appeared, at least 24 hours without a fever and without fever reducing medication. You can also go and get the test, please, or a doctor's note indicating that this is an alternative diagnosis. But it's important, you guys, if your child is showing symptoms, just call the school, keep your child at home and call the school, and then we can work it out from there. Exposure. If someone else in the home has tested positive, then that student has been exposed. And so once again, the child is to stay home. Just call the school and say, hey, we had a positive test at home. I'm keeping my child home. And once again, the child can work remotely from the house. It's just important that we all work together in this. And once again, you get the letters, and now some of you guys are calling and say, Mr. Pruitt, that's a lot of letters. But the thing is, I want to keep you guys notified. We have to keep you guys notified. Very important. Some of you guys have received phone calls from us about your students not wanting to wear the mask, in some cases not wanting to wear the mask correctly. While at school, they have to wear the mask. The mask must cover their mouth and nose. Please talk to your child about wearing the mask correctly and just simply wearing the mask. Because in the end, that's a parent contact. We have a conversation, but to keep everyone safe, we're asking that everyone please wear your mask correctly. Now, let's get to the updates. I told you I'm not going to hold you long today. Chromebook distribution. We have Chromebooks for students who do not have Chromebooks. We have them. We've already made contact with every parent, but not every parent has come to pick up the Chromebook. Parents, please check your email, check your text message, because we have sent it out. We've given out over like 120, but we need everyone else to pick up their Chromebook. So if you're still in need of a Chromebook, you should have received an email or a text message from the school. Please make sure that you come pick up your child's Chromebook. Schedule that time and date for your pickup. Now, and this is for everyone. Students are to bring their device to school every day. As I'm checking backpacks in the morning, in some cases, I'm not seeing kids with their Chromebook. And so I asked the kid, do you have a Chromebook? Do you have a district issued Chromebook? They say, yes, at home. It needs to come to school with them every day. So parents, stress the importance of that to your kid. I'm gonna tell you why in just a few seconds, but it needs to be at school every day. Once again, if you do not have a Chromebook, you have not picked up your Chromebook, please schedule a day and a time from the school to come pick up your child's Chromebook. And this is why it's important, not only for school, but for testing. Look at this next bullet. Start testing. All testing will be online this year and years to come. It's here, you guys. If they don't have their device, it's going to be hard for them to take their test. So parents, once again, please, please, please pick up your child's Chromebook if you haven't already done so. We're going to begin practice testing for STAR, like from the state. Practice testing for on-campus students will be February the 3rd and February the 10th. right here on campus. Practice testing for my virtual students will be the same dates, the 3rd and the 10th, but they're going to start at 9 o'clock. So they're going to be sent the link. It's going to be a link this time. It's going to be on the website. So all they have to do is click the link, start the test at 9 o'clock. On those days, the only thing our virtual kids will do is test. They won't go to their other classes. They'll just test on those days. On those days, every student, listen to me, every student will need to bring earbuds or headphones and their device for testing. Parents, please make sure your child has their own earbuds or headphones. With COVID going around, we want to make sure every kid is safe. So please make sure they have their own earbuds or headphones. But February the 3rd and the 10th, virtual students, my virtual students, you're testing on the 3rd and the 10th, 9 o'clock. You should be logging in. It's going to be a link sent. All you have to do is click the link and go from there. The goal is for us to have 100% of our students testing. Now, Mr. Pruitt, why do you want all these kids testing? Because it lets us know where our kids stand. If they're learning virtually, if it's helping. If not, what can we do differently? So it's very important we take this test very seriously. And that's every kid. I want to see 100% of our kids testing. So parents, we need your help with it. Parents, if you know some of your neighbors, some of your relatives say, hey, did your kid test? Make sure, help us out. It takes a community. We always hear it takes a village. We need everybody. Make sure that every kid is testing. Continuing on with the third 9 weeks update. So this next bullet I wasn't too happy with this next bullet, especially for my 6th grade students. When we did our semester exam testing, 6th graders, we had 132 students that did not test virtually. These are our virtual kids. We had 132 students that did not test. In secondary school, you take a semester exam, you take that final exam. It's very important, parents, once you hit secondary school, which is middle and high school, they take semester exams and final exams. They have to test. But for 6th grade, we had 132. That's not acceptable. 7th grade, we had 86. 8th grade, we had 88. Still not acceptable, but much better than 32, 132. So we need to make sure that 100% I just got to talking about earlier, that we're taking care of that part. Now, coming up on January the 29th, we have another remote learning day. That means kids will not come to school. They will stay at home that day and learn. It's every kid. They'll stay at home on January the 29th and learn that way. So on our last remote day, we had 84% of our students log into their classes. Remember, I'm always shooting for 100%. That's everybody. I shoot for the skies all the time. 84%, we need 100% of our students logging in. Student, if you log in at 9 o'clock, take whatever test or quiz or finish that assignment that your teachers have posted, and you're good. But I need everybody logging in. You see in that parentheses piece, I have parents who need your help. Hey, on the 29th, if you're at work, let me call my son. Hey, did you log in yet? Tell me what you logged into. Ask the question, because in some cases, they're just sitting there. But that's just not what the remote learning day is. It's a day of learning, truly. Now, let me get off that piece and hit the celebrations, because I'm happy for my students here. We had 54 students on the All A honor roll. 54. You know, I'm always looking for the hundreds, but I'm going to take 54 this time. For the next one, I need more than that. For my virtual kids, I need more than that. For my on-campus kids, I need more than that. We had 156 students on the AB honor roll. That's great. But I want some of those 156 kids, I want y'all to move over to that A honor roll. Let's show our parents that we can do this. It's not that we can't, because I know you can. So parents, remember, January the 29th is that remote learning day. We need every kid logging in. Every kid. I want the district to come to me and say, hey, what did you do? I'm saying I talked to my parents. My parents helped me get my kids logged in. That's what it's supposed to be like. Just an update, parents. Remember, we cannot have visitors to the building, no deliveries. We're not dropping off food, none of that. It's too much going on, and we can't bring anything into the building. Stay in your car unless it's essential. Registration, child sick, withdrawing, things of that nature. But just let us know. If you're coming, you need us, let us know. Good thing here, Family Science Night, virtual Family Science Night. Now, before I continue with Science Night, let me talk about the first two, Math Night and History Night. You guys came and you showed up and you showed out. I couldn't believe it. I'm like, man, that is a lot of people. And if you'd have made it to some of the classes with your kids, you'd have saw your kids interacting. It was fantastic. I didn't know China had all that going on, and that's why I went for history. And so it's just things like that. We have to keep supporting not just the school, but our kids. It's learning outside of school. It's real. And we have to do that part. So our virtual family science night is January the 27th from 6 to 7:15. Students will need to sign up with their science teachers to receive the science kit for science night. And we say that because we had kids take home kits for math and history, but they didn't show up for the other nights. They didn't show up for the night. And that just took a kit from someone else. Goal is, if you're showing up, we want you to have the kit because they're going to be hands-on experiments. So goggles are included. The chemicals are there. So be prepared, parents. The aprons are there. So yes, we have little scientists running around our building. So January the 27th, 2021 from 6 to 7:15 is our virtual family science night. Parents, please sign up, sign your kid up for virtual family science night and help out. Enjoy it with them. Once again, parents, just know that the procedures we have in place to help make this school as safe as possible is for your child. We're going to continue teaching and modeling. That's our job. Through all these changes, we're going to continue doing the same thing because we know that's the biggest thing we have going right now. Let's educate our kids, even through a pandemic. We understand it hasn't been easy, not just for you, for us, but we still have to fight through it. But we do want you to know we're doing everything possible to make sure your child is safe. Everything possible to make sure your child is safe. So I'm going to close with this. Parents who are still in need of Chromebooks for your students, please make sure that you find the email, find the text message, but I'm going to send it again. We're going to send it out one more time. Please make sure that you sign up and try to get your child their Chromebook, get it in their hand. Also, parents, remember that Chromebook, students, you already know because we tell you every day, that Chromebook comes to school with you every day. Every day. I see some of our kids trying to do the work on their phone. You guys, we're doing too much for them to do the work on their phone. That Chromebook needs to be with them. Parents, let's continue to make our kids be successful. And I know we can because that's what we want. I greatly appreciate your support for Jones Middle. I know it's not easy. I promise. I know sometimes we get frustrated. But in the end, the goal is for every kid in this building to be successful. And our goal is to keep every kid safe. So thank you for your time. Please, I'm going to send the PowerPoint along with this home with through the email. So please, once again, continue to support your kids, continue to support Jones Middle. Thank you and have a good night.